I love you, Procreate, but enough is enough. We need to see other people. I can't be with you anymore. I'm sorry. Bye. I'm sorry you guys had to witness that, but it's time to move on. So in today's video, I'm gonna be attempting to find a new drawing app for me because Procreate is not cutting it for me anymore. Just kidding, I will never break up with Procreate, but I do wanna test my skills on some other apps because there's a lot of other options out there and I've never tried any of them. So I drew this drawing on Procreate and I have a list of 10 free apps that I'm gonna attempt to recreate the drawing on. I feel like this drawing is a good practice one because it's a portrait. I do a lot of portraits. It's not crazy detailed, but still enough where I can test the tools in it. So I put all these apps into this random spinner and we're gonna spin that and see which one I have to start with. I'm praying it's not Joy Doodle because we'll get to that one. All right, it's night now. Sorry guys, my camera died. Okay, spin. Okay. Clip Studio. Don't think I've ever heard of this one. I'm not even sure what it looks like, but okay, so it looks like I can only do doodle mode in this, which I can't export. I'll just screenshot it. It's not that big of a deal. It looks like you had to pay $4 a month for this shit, which is crazy, but let's see what this little doodle mode is all about. And honestly, I'm not gonna watch any tutorials or anything to help me. I really just wanna jump into it and see how user-friendly it is. Whoa, this is a lot. Already, I'm like very overwhelmed. It's giving Windows and I hate Windows setup even though I do have a Windows computer, but like, we don't talk about that. Honestly, so far, it's pretty similar to Procreate in terms of like how the pencil moves across the paper and like the sketchy brush. I love these kind of sketchy brushes, at least for this part of it. I just feel like the interface on this is a little laggy and maybe I'm just really spoiled on Procreate. I don't really know. I just want to look at what brushes they have because I'm not even sure. Like I want like an ink brush. What is this? I guess that'll do. I don't know. All right, here's the final drawing. I spent some time trying to figure out the coloring. The brushes are very limited, so that's why the texture looks a little bit different, and I couldn't drag and drop or couldn't figure out how to drag and drop colors, so I had to stick with whatever color I chose. I'm not really that mad about it. I'll rate it a 7 out of 10. So let's go back to the wheel and see which app is next. Okay, we're spinning again. I hope I get a fun one. I need a break from that. Pixel art is next. And this app, I think I've used it before, maybe. I don't even remember, honestly. But basically you're drawing in pixels, like little tiny squares. So it's definitely gonna be different, but I think this one will actually be pretty interesting. So let's see what we can do. All right, so I guess we hit draw. 32 by 32 pixels is the canvas that we're working with, which is crazy because usually I work with, I think it's like 2800 or something. I don't know. So let's find a good skin color. Why do I love this though? So I guess I'm just gonna start with the shape of the head. Why do I want to make one of these for my profile pictures? Like I feel like that would look really cool. Okay, there's actually a bunch of features. There's a pencil feature, there's a brush tool. Let me see what the brush tool does because that could be useful. Whoa. Oh, I see. It just makes everything blurry a little bit. Kind of cool, but I don't think I'll use that for this. I'll put the nose like right here, maybe. So here's the finished pixel drawing. It does look pretty cool, and if you put it up side by side, like you can definitely tell it's from that drawing. Yeah, if you like squint your eyes, you can definitely tell it's like a person. Oh, and for this one, I would rate it honestly a 9 out of 10. Let's go back to the wheel and see which drawing we're gonna do next. I don't even know. I think we have 8 more? 9? I don't know. Let's spin. Infinite Painter. I've never heard of this one before. Let's see what it looks like. I don't even know. Initial thoughts, I kind of like it. It definitely looks more like Procreate in terms of the layout and stuff. And it does look like they have a good amount of brushes, unlike Clip Studio, no shade. So I guess let's do our little base sketch in red. I already ran into a slight issue. That's not the end of the world. Like I'm spoiled with it, I know, but usually I can switch between the eraser and the pencil just doing a double tap on the Apple Pencil. I guess you just have to change it manually, I guess. I think this app definitely has some potential if I pay for the pro version. I kind of like the simpler interface and the way that they save some of the colors, but I don't think I could get over not being able to switch between the eraser and pencil, honestly. All right, the line art's done, but I went over here to make another layer, and apparently the free version only gives me 3 layers. So I have to do all of the color in 1 layer, which isn't that big of a deal, but that's definitely something to consider because I thought thought this was a free app. I spent like 5 minutes trying to find a good brush and they're all just like so low quality and I couldn't scale them. And plus I just had to be so much more conscious when I was drawing everything on one layer, which I hate because I like to zone out. I'm not even kidding, this is painful. Not only do I have to do all the color in one layer, this quality is horrible. Okay, so here's the final drawing. I definitely like the sketchy painterly vibe. I feel like Procreate doesn't have a lot of options for like more free flowy brushes. And I like the little challenge of only being able to use 3 layers, even though that's kind of annoying. Yeah, overall, I would probably rate it like a 6.1 out of 10. Let's go back to our spinner and see which app we're gonna draw next. Art set is next. I don't know if I've ever heard of Artset. This one might be a little difficult. It kind of looks like the Notes app. Can I do a wheel? Okay, I can do a wheel, which is good. Is there a pencil one that we can use? There's a sketch. Oh, okay. There's a lot more in here. Is this locked though? Shit. Why is everything free? Oh, this is gonna be hard. Like, what? Ew. Can I even do a layer on here? Oh my gosh. I can't even do layers on this app. This is gonna be interesting. Let's try. I don't know what the hell was going on with me here, but all of my proportions were just so off. But I'm just gonna blame it on the shitty brushes and act like this just didn't even happen. Oops, I didn't even think of the fact that when I put the color, I'm not gonna see any of the lines. So I have to do this in reverse, I guess, where I start with the color and then add the lines. This is already a 0 out of 10 for me. I can't even lie. I think I intuitively knew that this app was gonna be a dumpster fire and just went with it because what the hell even is this? Like, this is literally the top 3 worst drawings I've ever done. Honestly, I'm giving up on this. This is all I can do. 0 out of 10. I don't even know what you would use this for other than like maybe to write notes or something. This is scary. Let's go back to the thing because that pissed me off for real. Spin, spin, spin. Okay, we got Medibang. Medibang. Never heard of this one, but apparently it's pretty popular because if I recall, when I was looking at apps to download, this was like one of the ones next to Procreate. So let's see what it's all about. Not the ad. Yo, please. Let's make sure this one has layers this time because last time was a shit show. Oops, what did I do? Oh, see right there, premium. I do miss that feature on Procreate where I can like select something and move it. There's probably ways to do it on these apps, but I don't see it and it's like hard to tell because there's so many freaking options. I honestly think the hardest part of this video wasn't just switching the apps and interfaces, but more just trying to make do with the brushes that were available because these brushes had the weirdest taper ever. But honestly, it gives a little je ne sais quoi vibe to it. I don't know what that means, but also that little cursor thing threw me off so much. I don't know why so many apps have them. Okay, so here's the final drawing. Definitely not my usual style because I usually like doing like a more sketchy kind of brush for the line art. I'm not a big fan of the interface once again. It's just a little glitchy. So I'll rate this one a solid 7. I could go a little lower, but I want to be nice. So 7 out of 10. Let's go spin and see which one's next. All right, let's see. Joy Doodle. Yay. This one is the gag one that I did. So this will be interesting. So we're gonna go to new. I've never used this before, by the way, but I just saw things about it. How do I change the color? Can I change the color or no? Oh, there's different kinds? Whoa, oops, what's this? Whoa, oh, whoa, okay. So it doesn't look like I can change the colors of this, so I just have to deal with it, but let's get into it then, I guess. I just know that if I was an iPad kid back in the day, I would have eaten this app up. I'm not even gonna lie, like, even now, I'd probably go back and stim out on this if I had the time, but I'm sure some creative person could make something actually really cool with this. That person is just not me. Honestly, it's kind of cool. You can't lie, like, it's different. It's definitely different, but for what I was given and the options I had, not horrible, could have been worse. Anyways, let's go back to the spinner. I don't even have a preference, honestly, because I don't know what any of these are. Okay, Ibis Paint X. Let's see about these pen options though. That's where they really get you. Yes, perfect. All the pencils that I probably want to use right here. You have to pay for. Oh wait, I think I can watch an ad and unlock it. A Available for 4 hours. Okay, let me watch an ad, damn. I'll give up 60 seconds of my life for a brush. It better be a good brush though. Oh my gosh, okay. Actually, I think I got all the brushes for 4 hours, which is so clutch. I wonder if you can only do that once though. Y'all know the deal. Let me do the base sketch and I'll get back to y'all. You know, the fact that there was an ad at all in this app was extremely offending, but I do respect them for giving me all of the brushes. Not that that helped very much, but there's definitely a weird sort of blur going on. I'm not sure if that was from the brushes or the size of the canvas, because I don't even remember what size I chose, to be honest. But you can just tell by my face I was not feeling this drawing. Like, the smoothness of everything just irked me out so much. Definitely not one of my favorites at all. I don't know, just like the pencils were not the vibe. Everything feels like it's like a little bit blurred. The layout just seems a little Photoshop-y in a bad way. But I'm gonna rate this a 5 out of 10, I think. Maybe a 4.8, just not my vibe. Let's go back to the spinner and see which one is next. I'm getting sick of this, I'm not gonna lie. Just kidding, I love this, I love spinning. Okay, Tausi sketches. Taisu? Yeah, what the hell is up with Tausi sketches? Continue. Start your 7-day free trial, cancel anytime. That already bumps a point at least off of the final score on all of these, by the way. It does not look like there's a lot of brushes to work with at all. Like 9 different brush options. Lovely for me. Let's see what the hell I create. Lord knows. Okay, so we have the initial sketch. I did find a little brush that was more sketchy, but I still want to try to do like a more cartoon line art version of this, if that makes sense. I'm gonna go in with whatever this brush is called, the pen brush. To get nitpicky, I hated the layout of the brushes. I just thought they were super distracting, but honestly, this app was pretty clean and had solid features, even though you have to pay for most of them. I will say you can't turn or twist the canvas like you can on a lot of the other apps, which isn't the end of the world, but it makes for a slower process for sure. But I think you could potentially make more sketchy drawings on here, but for me, it made the most sense to go for like a flatter vibe given the brushes I had. All right, y'all, I think despite this app being very limited, I did what I had to do and I ate. It's like a more cartoony vibe, which is cool. Not my usual style, but if I'm gonna switch it up, might as well be on a different app. So we only have 2 more apps to spin, Adobe Fresco and My Paint. It's looking like it's My Paint. Cool. Open My Paint. I think this is also a popular one. I'm not sure. Oh wait, I don't know. This setup is literally the Notes app. How the hell am I supposed to make something like that? There's no way they drew this on this app. There's no way. I'm just drawing on nothing. This is weird. Whoa, this spectrum thing is crazy. You know what? I'm giving myself my 1 pass and passing this because I don't have the energy to deal with this. This is like drawing on the Notes app. I can't. So to end this little video off, we're gonna do Adobe Fresco. And I'm not even sure what Adobe Fresco is all about. I feel like it's gonna be hard though, because Adobe's always so hard to like figure out. So let's pray it's not. As you can see by this point, it was like 2 a.m. and I was just so done, honestly. So I literally forgot to talk or explain what I was doing. I hate to gas Adobe up because they're just so damn expensive, but I was honestly pleasantly surprised with how this drawing turned out. I will say I had a slight advantage because the layout is similar to Photoshop and other Adobe apps, so it wasn't as jarring. But even though I was tired, the fact that I found a good brush and wasn't running into any problems gave me another wave of energy to eat this drawing down. Literally my only note for this app is that damn cursor thing, but I feel like there's definitely a way to turn that off in the settings or something. I was just way too lazy and dead to figure that out. All right, y'all, we have the final drawing in this series that's taken me 2 days to film, and I loved it, don't get me wrong, but damn, that was a journey for sure. But we have our final drawing, and I actually really like this. I'm gonna rate Adobe Fresco probably a 8.8 out of 10. I'm not even gonna lie. I just like, I don't know, I really like it. I really like how it turned out. Honestly, better than my Procreate version. So yeah, that was our final drawing. That took so much out of me, I'm not gonna lie, but I do it for you guys, I do it for y'all. So thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know if you guys want to see anything specific, but I really like doing just random challenges and drawing things to spice up my creativity side or whatever. I don't know where I'm going with that, but subscribe if you like this video, like, comment, whatever you want to do, and I'll see you next Wednesday.